near Campo Chacha. If not for Pep Guardiola, Manchester City team in terms of being favourite to win numerous number of titles or more completely for Nenio. In the league, you must have Mancini, Mone, Pellegrini, but they wanted something special, and the something special was the Champions League. Okay. Or by the ball final about losing to Chelsea, and then he won it against Inter Milan. He's had one of the worst seasons in the career on one because I mean, sure say, or better so be season being on the career. But Babiakwa could do no. He is trying to build up. He is trying to restore Manchester City's lost glory. Baby, 4, 5, 6, 7 years glory no my enjoy no because consistently, see about Premier League, about Champions League, since Pep before team no, you count them among the best on bit imagine the UEFA Champions League. He's giving them that identity. He's giving them that fear factor. He's giving them something no money in all of the managers they brought in. Okay. And he's won trophies for them. In the Premier League, he's won it 4 times. Trot, bounce, 4 times. So if you look at Nyoma Waya now, we're achieving a lot for Manchester City in a short possible time. Which Manchester City foreign feel say car. Okay. And the car didn't know if they want to repay him with money, maybe they can. But if it's about moral grounds, say a manager who came in, gave you something you never had. And if you look at him consistently, Manchester City, they've been a team where every single team in England wants to be like them. Team that normal football, possessive football, normal. Now they want to be like Pep Guardiola's Manchester City. Okay. To a lot of the teams in England and even elsewhere want to be like Manchester City. So every single conversation we be having, Manchester City boom kakra. So he's giving them something no money. A club I won't share any history, sir. But Manchester City under Pep, I be a club who be a person. So if you look at Sani Manimano, now her trophies are Wajamomo. Nyoma Wayamomo. It becomes very difficult to say you are sacking him. Okay. And the menu can be your papa and how. Because if they look at Babano, but you be far or do a move drew ye. Anyway, no person do more qua 1 million for Omanqua, a mania day. But you see, as a coach is there, they are hired to be fired. No 2 ways about that. But the thing is, if you have Pep Guardiola in your setup, now see you want to let him go, you sit down, make a critical analysis of the situation. Now you see here, who do you bring in? That 1, 2 is another big question. Or qua, you can get someone to come in, Jumano. But is he going to do more than the Pep Guardiola Wana? Okay. Are teams wanting, like they want to be like Manchester City, no? Are they still going to be in that same thing, say, we are playing like Pep Guardiola's Manchester City? All of those things, and they come in, then you try to make a decision. Say a disastrous crash when you're in the last season and this season, or send your sharp performance, then you say, Debbie, but then you decide to leave. But as a stunt, sure say, football. There is a manager out there of a more than Pep Edema. Okay.
So you think he deserves to be given
yes, he's in it. Up. Yes, he's in it. Okay. But if you look at Ajumana Waye now, he's in whatever he's enjoying at Manchester City because he's giving them more than they could even imagine in a very short time. In the Premier League, you can't say Alex Ferguson and you can't Manchester United master for winning the Premier League on a bounce 3 times. Manchester City for no Man United for the noisy neighbors. Now they've become the worldly neighbors and making sure that they are each and every single time getting trophies and making sure that beautiful football and all that. So every team wants to be like Pep Guardiola's Manchester City. That alone, it's something that a fair at the Manchester City for. So media, I believe, say. Whatever he's going through, whatever is happening to Manchester City, for them to sack him, it will take Pep Guardiola to say Dabi, but I don't know, my people can't sack me. Okay. But I want to be man of principle. Whatever I'm going through is not what I want to go through. Okay. Let me put the job down. When that happens, the manager be bad. The manager won't be measured by Pep Guardiola. Okay. But as a stand, so they ask you, that becomes the question. But when he resigns, no one own thinking, That one, you give even freedom for coaches to come and work. Now, every single coach or you'll be working to meet Pep Guardiola's standard. And that one to add another unnecessary pressure, I think, say, no man to me going far more. Or man, now there's so much free media because when you ever started World Cup, clubs, now you're more that chance to meet me. But after a perfect group stage, almost says a third team goals are considered 2. No more quite a perfect record going to the run of 16. Many thought say, and I was one of them, say Pep Guardiola is back with Manchester City, but no knowing say Ahila had different ideas. They wanted to come and make sure say more year and Ahila team they may be playing the Saudi Arabian League. They are a team that own two Omudi inside the SCA or two Omudi in terms of teams are more that aura or more that big name here than. But if you look at player quality and you want to do critical analysis, or more team any the teams playing in Europe difference in the names are. Okay. The only difference in Musia Kaino because for the best in various teams I don't know Saudi Arabia. The code that we are talking about or share Pep Guardiola he's the same manner or the team friend Inter Milan about UEFA Champions League finals twice in 3 years. Do Walusi. Yeah. But he did that to them. And if you look at Team friend Ahilala, look at the player they have in their setup. Marco Moshe go, he's played Barca. Bono is a goalkeeper. He who was playing in the Spanish La Liga. He played for Sevilla, winning trophies for Sevilla. Koulibaly played for Team friend in Napoli. At a point where Napoli was walking toe-to-toe with Juventus, he was there. So they have quality players in their setup. Players that on any day, they can sit and dine with the best in football, in terms of European football, whatever. So they have the big men. And they've got money. The only thing you need is that you get brains behind the money, working for you. And I think that I laugh on a year, okay. I'm far more serious when I'm about draw against me if any remarried. We thought say remarried no dear so much more form. Manchester is the more form before they entered into this tournament. But this tournament don't about more than so money thought no me to but no disrespect to me friend a year. Hilal, but they've in it. Okay. The game they played, so when you watch every game now, but Zampa, Hilal for no buy, no buy and swap. A good game. You City, for coffee. It's even a good sign for them. Conquer relaxing way and so make me reset to mind or energies for next season. No matter ABOU and to me that. So I think that is a good one. The DIABY to me, I cost with a team friend a year. Manchester City in for next season. Now, me.
Nanka Rebecca say Man City DSC say what come here who say as a set of moment in grace.
Oh, he's in it.
On the back up.
Yes, I saw on the back up the performance.
Okay, other stories no take
Matter Manchester United for no wants to replace Onana with a Martinez. Okay. And that would be the best decision Amorim would take. Say so about Manchester United. The reason why Manchester United go for Onana buy was not on fan and some match ball. That one I'll always say. They brought him because ultimately Nane Bobono. That was the reason why Akwaya and Tia is a Omugoji. Ten Hag of an buy. Because Ten Hag wanted someone in Bobo. As if David the year and one night. They went to bring a goalkeeper or ball playing goalkeeper. But when he came, he failed woefully. And on top of that, errors leading to goals. See many. Over last season, goalkeepers almost see a kind of Premier League. 8 errors leading to goals. At then Manchester United into Onana deserves to back up, and he's failed to back up. And for that reason, Manchester United needs someone or experience, or more good performance, or more presence in your 18 balls, and making sure that whatever comes, he's doing good job to it. Martinez, is a goalkeeper. Last season, in terms of all ball pass, say long. Say short, he had 77% accuracy. Compared to Abante friend Onana, he had 67. Okay. And the reason why we brought in Onana, he's failed woefully, and Martinez is better than him in terms of that same thing. In terms of save credit, that one won't even go there. Martinez, Ebono, Papa, and this one not need to talk to Babia. Menyes was a Manchester United for and so betting me and so ultimately home commode. So a goalkeeper. They said Martinez. None of my way or Aston Villa, a team that a team they compete highly for trophies or whatever. They compete to stay in the Premier League, and probably win the the FA Cup and then the Carabao Cup. That is what they do. But for a goalkeeper to say Martinez, no matter that saves and everything or no answer, and it tells you he's a good goalkeeper in terms of save ratings. Or the more out of 100, Martinez will give you 80% last season. Onana will give you 66.9%. And in terms of distribution, the reason why Onana came to Manchester United, no, Martinez the channel. In terms of saves, or signed to me the channel. So if you look at Sadio and Manchester United, currently in football, if you want to go high, one thing you need not to take for granted is goalkeeping department. They are people that every single time you need them one way or the other in your game. Because you play as in fail you, then you need a good goalkeeper to make sure say or rescue. And now Ahila Manchester City as me. They had a chance and came to my be a 4-4. But Bono came in and made a point blank saver. It kept Team FN Ahila to win the game. That is what you need from your goalkeeper. In times of need, you will need your goalkeeper to save you. But Manchester United for there, they will need Onana to worsen the case. Okay. So with that, Manchester United will need goalkeeper Fernando Martinez. And will be the more. He will give them their 3 to 4 years consistency because he's a man that he believes in himself. In 2017, when no was none, he believes he was better than the goalkeepers I know me ahead of him. He kept on saying, "Ne time, beba, ne time, beba." The time Amao Arsenal, he left Arsenal to Team FN Aston Villa in 2020 for £20 million. And he's giving them everything they need in the goalkeeper. And so I think if Manchester United wants to replace Onana, Martinez is a better option. And I think if they get him, he's going to add something different to Team FN Manchester United or back line, and he's going to give them consistency. The errors or whatever that Onana you will see Martinez doing same. The only thing they will need to work on are the disciplinary issues. Yellow card and red card, the obedience is here because last season, if you look at him, 1 red card and 9 yellow cards, you wouldn't want to have that kind of record. So if they will be able to deal with the disciplinary issues, then they have a good goalkeeper. He can come in and do the job for Team FN Manchester United. The players, they need urgent attention. They need to sort it. Onana say he won't give them what they need. So they need to get someone who come sit in and make sure that he's doing the thing for Team FN Manchester United. Right. Chelsea at Kepa, the most expensive goalkeeper we have is 71 million. I think he wasn't bad for Chelsea. Because if you look at him, the trophies he won for Chelsea and the kind of performance he won for Chelsea, they are idimuan sa. Be we as you can. Ye ni amano omo ye nkrophobia. Omo ka ho a ewie pay omo nka ho so ansem timi ba. Kepa Ba England was living a life, having good performance. Broken heart about my Kepa is open as senior. And since then, Kepa, he's not been the Kepa we used to know. When he came to Chelsea in 2018, in 2019, when Chelsea won the Europa League, he was one fine goalkeeper who kept the post for Team FN Chelsea. But now, Chelsea need a goalkeeper. But they have another goalkeeper. In world football, he's the most expensive goalkeeper. But still, Team FN Arsenal. It's a player that the kind of project Arteta Arsenal now. If it's a Spanish something, because what Teresa Ryan number 1, and he's getting this as a backup goalkeeper to Team Branch FN Raya. And I don't know reason why Arsenal decide to go in for Chelsea. Normally they feel a rejected stones. People and as a player or more Chelsea we want to shake them out. Arsenal will go and take. And when they come in, more Arsenal they need their results over here. David Luiz in recent times. Jorginho in recent times. You have a brand William Koho, Peter Cech Koho. They don't give more value for money, but they still go in. And currently, as we speak, they are talking about Nonde Madioki. A place where you have someone, Chelsea for no they will come for him. Because when you have Bukayo Saka in your team, you won't even sleep to go in and bring a branch Madioki to Guameka. You going to bring him. He's a player that he believes so much in himself that he's the best player, but he's not even up to 50% of who he thinks he is. But that is how he feels. And he's not a player Arsenal need at this material time.
Well, maybe they want a backup for.
What is backup?
Bukayo Saka. Saka recently the injury records not good, so they think that in the absence of Bukayo Saka, they need somebody who can also operate from that position.
That position. Said you only Bukayo Saka free junior side. Says Kelly as one free junior side. They should do same. You won't spend huge sums of money on this guy to come in and play for Arsenal when he's not going to.
He's a little bit of a different profile from Ethan and Wanderi, but
yes,
I think Wanderi can also operate from that scope. Fine, yeah, ideal position there, but I think he has what it takes to operate from that.
For Maduoke, I don't know what Arsenal wants to do. Yeah. Arsenal need urgent attention to a number 9.
I know they have some.
They need a number 9 who not at least will give them like 20 goals. When you are able to get that kind of a striker, Martinelli will come in, Gabriel Jesus will come in, Kai Havertz will come in, give you that 10-10, 5-5, 7-7, 8-8, and you are getting closer to winning the championship. That is a position they need to sort. But they are not doing that. They are bringing second goalkeeper. They are bringing back up to Bukayo Saka. But they don't have a number 9 or no crown yet in the backup. But still, they are thinking about it. And Arteta is getting to a place where because if you look at the kind of things he's doing, every single person, what Nasi, actually Arsenal in the last 2 seasons, and himself, Arsenal here number 9. And that number 9 will probably get Arsenal to the finish line. But when I said the big that, if we are saying, only an said of a best striker, and by be offer players, or the players free ban, and your ideal players also will place it. Okay. But he's still there, always trying to get players and making things say no more down. It's something I don't understand. Then to Spain, and I'm a time now. So
the one
to Spain.
In 3 minutes time.
Now, Masa, today you are not the host of the show.
Yo, 3 minutes.
Okay,
I am the host.
Judy.
By 40.
Me Judy. You are buying also. Aban Papa. Me Judy. Catch it. Basa Fono, July.
Okay.
And then it's a month that Basafono wants to do everything humanly possible to get their man. A man in my books, I don't think they even need him that much. The way they are pushing, the way they are struggling, the way they are fighting to get Nico Williams. Me personally, because if you look at the numbers, and then your man, let's go Bebao now. Or more number compete with Basano. They had better season than him. But Basafono now decides still, whatever be the reason, they're going for Nico Williams. Something I feel is a Spanish project they want to do. Understood? Yes, here. They don't have the capacity to get the boy. Now the boy and in the camp, they are thinking and asking questions. Say, that is questions will be out to be able to. For them to even sign Nico Williams for whatever fee, any problem. Because they are bent on sending the release clause to La Liga to make sure they are taking their player. But after you send the release clause, now what you to sign a player? No? Can you register the player to make sure that he's taking part in La Liga and other games are now? That is where the question lies. And boy in the camp, it was those questions. Barca are not giving special and specific answers. All that they are telling the boy and they say, believe in us. We are going to make sure that we register you. But football is not based on believing somebody and respecting somebody. It's a place respect. The moment you enter on the field of play, there is nothing like respect. If you bring in respect, you are going home. That means with team and neighbor or one they are going to win against you. So trust and respect, any football. Okay. And Barca should be able to convince Nico Williams in the camp to say, when we bring you on board, we are going to register you. Because if your tablets are Tresse, Spain for if you don't have the criteria or the requirement to register a player, and you will be say to a branch of any Danny Omo. Whatever reasons they were able to dance around the rules and they registered the boy. Okay. But now it's Nico Williams, a player that from last season, Barca, they are on him. They want to sign him. They want to bring him to Team of Barcelona. He also wants to play. But what to get him? Fame Kono. Barca yen who said, well, you'll be a one this can answer a guy. Because when you scan be paying, a discount choir and some fatasum can ashromo. And now they want to bring that kind of a phenomenon into a monoman. And it's not working. I think say they need to make sure say if Nico Williams deal no any possible, they need to leave the boy and stop that political buying. By all means, we need to get Nico Williams to come to the team. A place where they have people in abundance. Just that he come and adds up. But they have people in that position that they can sort him if any Barcelona. So they need to make sure say omu just man. Now you see Lamine Yamal 10 days officially. 10 days Said the neya yedi wa yi. Lamine Yamal is watching 10 days. It's something that means still. Tell me, now me check camera. You mean? I don't think it's the right decision. I've always maintained. But beyond the Akolane Kono,
okay.
This is a young guy. Me say, the was say playing football at this level, deciding games. In conversations that are big guys in the Urahono, he's been able to do that in the space of maybe 2 to 3 years. Something nice for a young guy at Oba. But now, a team like Barcelona, with rich history, wanting to put all their burden on a 17, getting to 18-year boy, Lamine Yamal, they've given him 10 JC. They've given him the responsibility to take free kicks, to take penalties. On the shoulder of an 18-year-old boy. For me, I think it's too much. And also, off the field, what I said, no matter what, is bringing pressure. And the is becoming too much. And you a man who has said the Kubekan Ukiskino. If you want to control now the view on some born on 9 the control, born give you a view on some. That is what we are thinking. I'm wishing him good luck with the number 10.
Okay.
But to me, personally, I feel that the decision to award him the number 10 this, is something that Enchidanya Yibiasa.
Yo, I know Ricardo Varas, Najon Chre, Efa Lamine.